Hey guys, Kate here from the Emerald Minecart. And yes, that's correct. You're finally getting a review that isn't me reviewing some product. You're finally getting a review of a movie. A most recent movie, which is the new Chip 'n Dale 2022. Well, that's what I call it. It has a different name, but I just call it Chip 'n Dale 2022. Now, originally when plans for this was like coming out, I wasn't that interested because I never watched Chip and Dale and I just wasn't interested. And then I heard it's basically going to be a crossover of all of Disney's IPs, which I was like, "Oh, cool." And then then I realized it meant literally all of Disney IPs, like Phineas and Ferb, Cars, everything. That got me somewhat interested. And then the trailers came out, which showed characters that aren't owned by Disney. Then I started to get really interested, and before I go on, if you know me, I am a sucker for crossovers. So this really piqued my interest. But the thing that really did grab me by the balls, not physically, um, what was the word? Not yeah, metaphorically. What grabbed me by the balls metaphorically was the cameo of the previous version of movie Sonic. That made me want to watch this film. And I I guess I should have said before there will be spoilers in this review, which you know what? I'm gonna have it in the title with spoilers in all caps. But if you haven't watched the movie, I really do recommend watching the movie. And despite my opinions on Disney and how I see them, this is still a good movie. So I'm going to go over my likes and dislikes and in the score. Okay, first likes. And like I mentioned, the references. My god, the references. Again, like I mentioned, I am a sucker for references and crossovers, so I liked all of them, even if I didn't get some of them. Then there was the comments on Hollywood, which, like Hollywood and Disney, which made me think, are are they even allowed to say this about their company? Or that was funny. Then the comments on reboots and stuff. That was also funny. And then like the whole CGI surgery thing. That's part of me thinks that that is actually what happens when Disney is making another live action remake or something. And then there is the comment on bootlegs. That, to be honest, I found that really funny as well because I don't know why, it just like I always thought I wonder how like they would explain bootlegs, and they do. Like they basically make it as, oh yeah, they kidnap the official version and make like they kidnap the official version of the character and turn them into a bootleg. And it involves like the black market and stuff. So there's that. I don't know. I'm sorry if I don't know what to say or I don't say that much because this is my first review on something that isn't a physical product, so yeah, and also I'm writing down a dislike I forgot to mention, so yeah, let me just there. Okay, so the next thing, which is connected to the references, are the cameos, especially Ugly Sonic. Because again, because of the amount of characters that were shown in this, there were obviously some cameos and characters in the background. Again, I love them, especially the Ugly Sonic cameo. I wasn't, and the funny thing is, if you think I'm making a joke by calling that version of Sonic Ugly Sonic, I'm not. They legitimately have him named as Ugly Sonic. It's amazing, and they actually made him slightly uglier, which is just funny as well. So, yeah, that definitely got a few laughs out of me. Then one of the what could be considered the more darker scene of the movie, which is where this room is just like filled with bags that just have body parts of cartoon characters. I'm not joking either. Like, one of the bags had Jimmy Neutron's hair in it. One of them had Sora's hair in it. There was one with Mickey's glove. There were just a lot of them. It's one of the scenes that's like slightly darker because of what it implies. Because, like, obviously they're not going to show that because this movie isn't rated R. But if it was, then I get the feeling they could like go into more detail if this movie was R rated. Because, like that scene basically could imply certain things. So, yeah. And then my next favorite part, or favorite thing about the movie, J.K. Simmons as Gumby, or as he was called in the movie Putty. That, to be honest, that made me chuckle a bit, because hearing the voice of Omni-Man come out of a Gumby character, or a Gumby-like character, I don't know why. Just like actors who are known for like rarely voicing silly characters, or people who voice characters who are always serious, voice someone who is silly or someone they would never voice. It's just funny. It really is. And then the final thing is the animation amalgamation Peter becomes, which again, spoilers, but at the end Peter Pan gets blasted by his own bootleg ray and gets turned into like this amalgamation of animated characters, and oh my gosh, it's amazing, it's funny, I love it. And yes, I called it the animation amalgamation because I don't think it has a official name yet. I don't know. So, yeah. Now we get on to the dislikes, which I really only have two of them, but one of them is more serious than the other, which is mostly how Peter is depicted. Which, if you've watched the movie or seen the trailers, you would see he is depicted as being sad and basically being abandoned by Disney. Which, to be honest, I'm actually surprised they didn't make a reference to that creepypasta in the movie. To be honest, that would been really funny if they referenced or had a cameo from a creepypasta character in it or something. That would have been funny. Would have been weird, yeah, but still would have been funny. But yeah, like he's depicted as being washed up and depressed and stuff. But here's the thing: when Peter says that when he got older, when he was no longer a kid, he was just thrown out, that actually happened to Peter Pan's original voice actor. When Peter Pan's original voice actor was no longer a kid, he was just thrown out, and like he would eventually become homeless, and he would eventually pass away somewhere being homeless and alone and cold, and it took a year for his body to be discovered. And the reason why it was discovered is because his mother was wanting the actor of Peter Pan, which was her son, to come see his dying father. Which, if you're wondering, Kate, is all that true? Yeah, that's all true. Look it up. It really just shows that even Disney back then wasn't the um, greatest company. So I don't know. It's just now, originally when the trailers came out and they were showing him like that, I didn't think of anything. But when I discovered what happened to the original voice actor, I don't know. And like someone mentioned, like in a Twitter post, like it felt like Disney was mocking the actor, which, to be honest, when you look at it, yeah, it does feel like they were mocking the actor. So I don't know. It's just ever since I found out what happened to Peter Pan's original actor, it just feels weird seeing Peter Pan betrayed like that. So part of me feels like that this scene is probably not going to age well, or it just might fly over people's heads until they figure out / realize what happened to the original actor. I'm sorry this got sad. Let's go to the less serious dislike. The live action car. Now you're probably wondering what I'm talking about. Well, one of Disney's movie series is called Cars. And basically a random car from that movie was in this movie in live action. Now I don't hate it, but I I'm sorry, but I don't know how to feel about it. Like, uh, how am I supposed to react to this? I don't know. It just feels weird. It feels weird looking at this, and I don't know why, but it just feels weird looking at it. But yeah, besides that, I actually did like the movie, and I would say this, and now, yeah, the score. Score I would give this movie is a 5 out of 5, which I loved it, which means this movie gets a Emerald Seal of Approval, also known as ESOA. SOA. 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 Ooh. Okay. But yeah, and also as you can see, or as you saw, there was a little graphic for Emerald Seal of Approval. So yeah, Chippendale 2022. I loved it. I hope movies liked it. I hope movies that are like this, like stuff like Ready Player One stuff. I hope when someone wants to make a movie that has a bunch of references and like is basically doing what this movie does, and they learn from this and they can make it good. Because most movies like this usually aren't the greatest, but this movie pretty good. Recommend watching it. And yeah. Oh, and also if you're curious, the only reason why I didn't show any like clips because I don't want to get a copyright claim from Disney, which you might say, but Kate, you don't even get paid yet. Yeah, but still, I just don't want to get a copyright claim from Disney, which hopefully they don't copyright claim this video for me just showing screenshots. Oh man. But yeah, anyways, go watch the movie for yourself. It's amazing. And also feel free to share your opinions on it in the comment section below. And hey, maybe give me some other things I could review. So, yeah. So yeah. Anyways, that is it for this video. Make sure you guys subscribe and like for more. And I will see you all guys later. Peace out, home guards, and goodbye.